Assessment for learning. We assess primarily to nurture student learning. Teachers need to align assessment targets, what needs to be measured, with assessment methods, the means by which evidence is gathered. For example, tests, essays, presentations. Motivation is the key factor in determining student achievement. Students are motivated by two competing drives, which operate simultaneously: the striving for success and the fear of failure. Instructional strategies should scaffold student learning to achieve desired goals or expectations. These strategies connect the learning objectives with the student's experiences and build on prior knowledge. Assessment drives instruction. The focus is on the progress and the success. Assessment is often indistinguishable from good teaching. Students typically show their best stuff when they feel safe, know the standards for quality work, receive feedback to help them improve their performance, and are taught the skills of self and peer assessments. Assessment as learning is formative assessment and occurs when students personally monitor what they are learning and use the feedback from the teacher to make adjustments. Students become self-reflective learners who take responsibility for their own learning. The key to assessment as learning is students developing the capacity to monitor their own progress with teacher support, encouragement, and monitoring. Based on curriculum expectations and the achievement charts, students are taught to use rubrics and exemplars as models of good practice. Rubrics and exemplars should be provided at the beginning of the task. Assessment of learning is a summative assessment designed to evaluate learning and report to parents and students about the student's learning progress. Evaluation is the process of judging the quality of the student work on a basis of established criteria and assigning a value to represent that quality. Reporting involves clearly defined terminology, methods, and procedures on a continuous basis to provide information to students and parents. Assessment and evaluation is based on the provincial curriculum expectations and the achievement levels outlined in the Ontario curriculums grades 9 through 12, programming and planning, assessment, and in the curriculum policy document for each subject. We know that learning is more likely to occur if the student perceives a task as relevant, meaningful, and appropriate to his or her abilities. Throughout the year, students must be provided with a variety of opportunities that will engage their learning through relevant, purposeful tasks that also have meaning for the student. It is equally important to design critical thinking tasks and establish procedures that address the challenge of the motivation of our students. Research also tells us that marks-driven instructions, practices, and procedures can increase the motivation levels of our students who are already motivated, but not the students who are unmotivated. In all their courses, students must be provided with relevant feedback and numerous and varied opportunities to succeed. Assessment drives instruction. Assessment and instruction must be a reflective process, which incorporates knowledge of students, provincial curriculum expectations, and achievement charts. Teaching is about the artful and thoughtful integration of multiple approaches to teaching and learning, and integration driven by needs and inclinations of the learner. Through the structuring of content and strategies that promote students' active involvement in learning, such as the use of strategies like role-playing and cooperative learning, through engaging students at appropriate levels of difficulty, differentiated instruction. through the integration of other motivational concepts such as novelty, interest, meaning, authenticity, and relevancy. In order to develop critical thinking skills, our students must be provided with assessment tasks that address the strengths and needs of a variety of intelligences, interests, and talents. Questions that address the critical challenges are open-ended, allowing for a variety of responses, meaningful from the student's perspectives, and enable student to focus on the new knowledge and understanding based on curriculum expectations. We know that many students benefit from the opportunity to demonstrate their knowledge by performance-based assessment tasks. Effective instruction must be differentiated. In other words, it must begin with an understanding of the needs of the learners, both collectively, as a classroom unit, and as individual students. Principles of quality classroom assessments. Quality assessments are valid and reliable. Quality assessments address both what students learn and how well they learn. Quality assessments are based on both the categories of knowledge and skills and the achievement level descriptions. Quality assessments are varied in nature, administered over time, and designed to provide opportunities for students to demonstrate their full range of learning. Quality assessments are appropriate for the learning activities used for the purposes of instruction and the needs and experiences of the students. Quality assessments are fair to students. Quality assessments accommodate the needs of the exceptional students, consistent with the strategies outlined in their IEP. Quality assessments accommodate the students who are learning the language of instruction. Quality assessments ensure that each student is given clear directions for improvement. Quality assessments promote students' ability to promote their own learning and to set specific goals. Quality assessments include the use of samples of students' work that provides evidence of achievement. Quality assessments are communicated clearly to students and parents at the beginning of each course and at other appropriate points throughout the course.